Everybody, how y'all doing today? Welcome back to my channel where I talk about current or relatable topics all from a godly perspective. And today's topic is called How Can You Have So Much Strength Yet Still Be Weak? Now today's go-to scripture is going to be coming from the book of Judges, the 13th chapter through the 16th chapter. So read that when you get a chance. And just to pretty much summarize, there was a man and a woman, and the woman, she was barren. Barren means you couldn't have kids. So the Lord sent an angel and told her that you're gonna bear a son, and you can't drink no strong drink, meaning like you can't have liquor, or you can't. Some people be smoking and drinking, even though you're not supposed to do none of that while you're pregnant, but some people still do it. But she was informed to like don't have no strong drink or nothing, and also not to put a razor to his head. A lot of times when people have, sons, sometimes they have long hair, they may have dreads, but other times they might cut their son hair, like have a nice little fade or a nice little tape, you feel me? But she was informed not to, put a razor to his head. So it came to pass, she had a son, she named him Samson. So I think the first thing, when he got older, um, I think his mom and dad like was somewhere in town, and all of a sudden there was a lion roaring at them. So if you sit in line right now, I know if I sit in line, I walk outside and I sit in line, I might faint, I might start running, I might start screaming. But when he seen this lion, he killed the lion. And the Bible said he didn't have nothing in his hand. So usually when a person kills like a lion, they have like a an arrow or BB gun or something like that weapon. The Bible said he didn't have nothing. So he killed this bear lion with his hands. That's strength right there. That shows how he was really strong. So I think he seen a girl that was pleasing to him, the Bible says. So he told his parents, like, okay, I want her. So you feel me? I want her to be my wife. So he got married to her. So I think he had a riddle. Okay, it was feast time. So he said, within those 7 days of this feast, y'all have to um like tell me what my riddle means. And if you don't, then y'all owe me 30 pieces of garments. But if y'all can, solve my riddle, then I'll owe y'all 30 pieces of garments. So they couldn't figure out the riddle at all. So his wife, they said, okay, maybe you could tice him for us and get the riddle out of him so you could tell us. And if you don't, I'm gonna burn you and your family. So they tried to threaten her, and I'm saying, like, also too, like, I had to realize, like, if a person wants to be a follower of Christ, everything's not gonna be peaches and cream. Like, you might have a time where things are great, but you're also gonna have a time where you're persecuted, where people might ask you, okay, you believe in God? Oh, this and that. And you can't say, oh, you scared. You scared for your life. You scared for your kinfolks. Like, you have to be about that life. Like, people like to say, oh, ride and die. You have to ride, and sometimes you have to die for Jesus. So the people tried to scare her by saying, okay, we gonna burn you in your family house up or whatever like that. So she was like, scared, crying. So she went to Samson, her husband, and bribed him, and she was crying to him, like trying to make him tell her the riddle. So finally, on the seventh day, he told her what the riddle meant. So she told the other people what it meant. So they came to him finally on the seventh day and told him what his riddle meant. And then he said, okay, y'all wouldn't even knew what this riddle meant if y'all didn't get out of my wife. So he was upset about it. Of course, he honored his word because they did solve the riddle. So he killed, I think they say he killed 30 men, and he took their garments and he gave their garments to the people that he owed it to. But the Bible said he was upset because they did it the wrong way. Like, they had his wife entice him to pretty much get the riddle out of him to tell the people. So I guess the father of the woman who he married, like, he figured he was mad, so he gave his wife to one of his friends. You feel me? It's like if somebody got a friend, and then all of a sudden they turn around like, wait a minute, well my friend all of a sudden got my spouse. That's what his father did. He gave his spouse to his friend. So he was upset about that. So the Bible said he got upset about it. And he kicked. No, he didn't kick nothing. What did the Bible say he did? I forgot what he did, but like he was upset about it. So the Philistine said, okay, what happened here? Who did this? So say for instance, if your child might ask you for some candy, can I have some candy? Can I watch this? Can I do that? And you tell them no, and they might get upset and might throw the remote control down. And then you come in the room with like, okay, who did this? You have two kids, so you might say, who did this? And they said, oh, he did it because you just told him no when he asked you for candy. The same thing with Samson. They said, who did this? And they said Samson because he was upset because his wife told the riddle to the other people. So the Philistines, for them doing it, they still burnt her and her father up. Now, isn't that ironic if I'm using that word correctly? Okay, they said if you don't entice your husband to get him to tell you the riddle, we're gonna burn you and your father's house up. And she told the riddle to them, and she still got burnt up and her family up. You see that? So you thought you was saving your life, saving your family life, and you still ended up not saving them, not saving your life either. Let me see. So okay, so I guess Samson was upset about that, even though his wife told he didn't want the Philistines to do that to his family or whatever like that. She was still known as, I guess, like his wife or whatever. So he got upset about it, and I think the Bible said he slew, I forgot how many men, but he slew a lot of men. Slew means to like kill. He killed a lot of men, and he went to go hide or whatever like that, chill out. You feel me? So the Philistines was upset about that. You feel me? So they like I guess they ponder and thought. So later on, it says that Samson, he fell in love with a woman named Delilah. Now Delilah was, a beautiful girl. She was probably, had a nice little shape, nice little body. You feel me? Was pretty on the eyes, whatever. But she had a heart of a Jezebel spirit. If y'all don't know, it's probably like another message. I'm going to talk about that in detail. But a Jezebel spirit is a manipulator. They like to seduce you with their words, with their looks, with their body. They like to say things, flatter you, pretty much like they're false. You feel me? They like to manipulate into thinking a certain way to like try to tempt you or get you to bow down, or you know what I mean. So that's what this lady Delilah was. She was like a tempter. You feel me? Like she wasn't no good for Samson. And I guess the people in like the Philistine people, they knew women were Samson's downfall. Like I said, he was very strong. Like I said, he killed a lion with his bare hands. Like you can't tell me that's not strength. But he had a downfall of women. That's why I say, how can you be so strong yet be so weak? He was strong physically, but when it came to women, he was very weak. So the Philistines, they wanted to pay him back for him killing his people like that. So they said, okay then, we're gonna have Delilah to entice him and try to like see where his strength lies at, because like I said, he was very strong. And little when you as I read the story a little further, you're gonna realize that his strength actually lied in his hair. Like I remember I told you when he can have no razor put to his head, that's because the strength was in his hair. That's why he was so strong. He was able to do certain things. So the first temptation when Delilah, okay, I think they told Delilah, get your husband to tell you where his strength lies at, so we can capture him, and we'll give you, some money. We'll pay you back, whatever. So she did it. You feel me? So I think the first time he didn't tell her where his strength was at, so he lied to her. So I think what he said. Let's see, chapter 16. Okay, the first temptation. And Samson said unto her, if thou bind me with 7 green whips that were never dried, then shall I be weak as another man. So after Delilah hearing that, her assuming that he was telling the truth, she tied him up with it, you feel me, and said, oh, the Philistines are coming. So after she said that to him, he broke out of that. Like, I think the Bible said he, like, same as you got a piece of a little thread or whatever, all you could barely touch it and it breaks. Like, he got out of them ropes just like that. Like, he broke free and he got out of them just like that and escaped. So after he escaped, he came back, and Delilah was like, "Oh, you lied to me. Oh, you said, but you say you love me. This and that, this and that." You know how your kids is when they keep bothering you. Like, mom, mom. One time I told my daughter, I was like, I never thought I would actually get tired of hearing the word mom. You say it so much. Like, I need you to stop. You know how your kids like keep bothering you, keep nagging you, and you be like, man, let's go ahead, man. Yeah. You know they ain't supposed to have that, but you just tired of them aggravating you. You feel me? Like, man, let's go ahead, shoot. Tired of hearing that noise. That's exactly how Delilah did. Samson, like, you feel me? Kept aggravating the man, kept aggravating him. You feel me? So the third temptation. See, I think she kept like, oh, you lied to me. So where do your strength really lies? So I think he said unto her, if thou bind me fast with new ropes that never were occupied, then shall I be weak as another man. So she did that. So she said, oh, the Philistines coming. So when he heard that, he broke the rope again. Like I said, it was like a thick rope. Like, you know, when you tie somebody, double tie them, like, he broke that thing like it was nothing. You feel me? And ran. So when he came back, here goes Delilah again. Oh, you lied to me. Why you didn't tell me the truth? You said this and that. Here she go again, being aggravating. You feel me? So after she kept pressing, as the Bible said, after she kept pressing him and aggravating him, you feel me? It got to the point where, like, she really vexed his spirit. You feel me? Vex means to ignore. She really ignored his spirit. So he was like, and I just tell you, feel me? So he finally told her where his strength lied at. And he pretty much told her, like, I never got my hair cut off. You know, since I was born, like, my hair never been cut off, and that's where my strength lies at. So I think he ended up falling asleep, and she had somebody to shave his hair off, or did she shave his hair off? But either way, she called the Philistines, and once his hair, you feel me, was cut off, she said, "Oh, the Philistines coming, Philistines coming." So he assumed like he still had his strength, but he didn't realize his hair was cut. So once his hair was cut, God departed from him, so he didn't have that strength that he used to have. So he got up to like right away, and he couldn't do it. So the Philistines inflict him and hurt him. It was to the point where they actually like gouged out his eyeballs, his eye sockets. So he was blind. He couldn't see nothing. So they had him in prison. So I don't know how long passed, how much time passed, but like the Philistines, they used to like to have entertainment, and it, like, you know, when somebody in a circus and they have animals and different stuff to like be entertained by. Well, they had Samson to entertain the people, so they grabbed Samson by the hands because he was blind, so he couldn't see where he was going. So they got at him, and Samson told them, like, "Can you position me between these two pillars?" So it was a pillar right here, and there was also a pillar right here, like, you know, like two walls. So his hair had grew back. You feel me? His hair had grew back, so he had his strength again. But they didn't know that. So Samson already had in his mind, like, okay, they got them out, so I'm gonna get them back for what they did. So even if I have to kill myself, I don't care as long as I get them back. So when he told him, "Can y'all position me between those two pillars?" um, he said, God, to if I'm going to avenge, you feel me? The first time I'm finna take it out my esophagus, you feel me? And if I have to die, I'm gonna have to die. So he grabbed onto the pillars, and by him having so much strength, all he did was just touch it up. Like, you feel me? When I say it came crumbling down, like when you try to build something and you halfway build it, it come crumbling down. Where those pillars came crumbling down, and all the debris and bricks and stuff like that, it fell on the people and it killed everybody that was in that facility, including Samson. So what I'm telling y'all is Samson was a strong man. Like I said, the first thing time he killed a lion with his bare hands. He also was able to, like, when they said the Philistines coming, he was able to break rope just like it was a piece of thread. You feel me? It was like it was nothing, like a piece of paper, like you rip a piece of paper. He was able to break up out of them ropes just like it was a piece of paper. And also, oh yeah, when he touched the pillar, if you touch a wall, you can I can even barely, you feel me? Barely even shake the wall, you feel me? This man, sorry about that, y'all. 1 second. Yeah, this man couldn't even barely, well, I'm sorry, I can barely even move the wall, and this man touched the pillars and it came crumbling down. So I'm saying he was a very strong man. He had strength. God gave him strength, but his downfall were falling, like, were women. And I'm not saying women can be a downfall. It's the wrong woman. It's the wrong man that could be your downfall. In the past, like, I was in bad relationships because it was the wrong people that I chose. Like, I was saying, oh dang, he look kind of good, you feel me? Oh, he seemed interested in me. He got a nice little chest, you feel me? He had a nice little face. Ooh, you feel me? That's Zaddy right there. You know how, you feel me? Just silliness, but at the end of the day, I was heartbroken. They lied. They did a lot of stuff that they weren't supposed to do, but it was my own fault because I chose the wrong person. I didn't wait for God to give me my spouse. That's why right now, 1 second, y'all. Right now, I'm gonna wait for God to give me my spouse because I'm not finna go through that again. Like I said, Samson let the wrong women be his downfall. You feel me? So I'm saying he has strength, but he was still weak. He was weak-minded, and he was weak-minded to the wrong women. So y'all don't be weak-minded to the wrong men. Don't be like, oh, he got some good wood. Oh, he could put. For first of all, the reason why it's a whole nother topic, but I'm gonna talk about soul ties because that topic is very beneficial. That's why people can't stop messing with a person that they know is wrong for them, is because they've messed with them intimately, and it's kind of hard. You feel me? Because of soul ties. But like, that's another topic we're gonna talk about at another time. But you can't choose the wrong person for the wrong motive. You feel me? Like, you gotta wait on God. And I'm not telling you this because I read it from a book or somebody told me about it. I'm telling you because I know, because I endured it, so I know. So just listen to my message. Make sure you like, and also share this message, you feel me? To your friends, to your cousins, to your brother, to your sister, to your mama, to anybody, you feel me? Just make sure you share this message. You have a blessed day.